What's going on, everybody? Corey here, and this week is going to be a review. And that review item is from Patrick Kuhn, and that is the MagSwitch wallet from Quiver. So that's this guy right here. And, anyone who's watched me for a while, anyone who knows me personally, or even online knows that I love Quiver products. I have probably every Quiver item that's been put out. And I think I've only had a bad review for one. And that was just because it wasn't, a lot of that was because it wasn't for me. And it's hard to take some of that bias out when you are reviewing anything, because as I say in a lot of these videos, magic is very subjective, and what isn't for me might be for you, and what isn't for you might be something for me. So at the end of the day, you need to make your own opinions up on these products or on any product out there, and not rely solely on reviews. So let's just kind of get into it. So the MagSwitch is, if you're not familiar with MagSwitch, or with kind of the magnetic cases that iPhones have, or mag wallets that they have, is it's basically just one of these wallets, goes on the back of newer iPhones. It's got a built-in magnet. The MagSwitch is the exact same thing. It is a MagSafe wallet, or whatever kind of wallet, whatever they call them at Apple, and you're attaching it to the back of your phone. So it's taking new technology, or newer technology, I should say, and bringing it into the magic world. So what you get is you get the wallet, and you get this here. So in the instructions, and even in the promo stuff, it works with Android. I only use Android devices. I've never been I've been an iPhone fan one time, and I had the phone for less than a year before I got rid of it and switched over to Android. I've been Android ever since. So I was happy to see that this had an Android option. So you get the wallet, and then you get this, which is a sticker. It's a MagSafe sticker that goes onto, I guess you can put it directly onto your device. I bought a case to put it onto my case instead, which this allows the wallet to magnetically adhere to the back of your phone. So those are the two things that you get. And you also get an instructional video, which I want to say is about 30 minutes. It might be a little bit more than that. It teaches you setting up the wallet for the card, for the switch, and then placing this on your phone, on a phone case, and then talking about, mostly, he's doing it with iPhone. So he's just kind of mentioning, hey, this is what you do with an Android, put it on there, blah, blah, blah. So, outside of that, it is secure, like it stays on there. In my pocket, this shifts around some, so it'll shift up and I'll just pull it back down. But this is our bread and butter. This is what we're really wanting to talk about. And for them, it's $70. And I would say if you like kind of like that impossible card to wallet feel, this is a great little wallet. So let me take my cards. So this is what it looks like without any cards in it, minus this card. So this card is going to your playing card, your billet, ticket, whatever you might have in here is going to be there. He goes over instructions on getting a card in here, because there is a little bit of a hassle you have to go through to kind of set it up initially. However, once it's set up, unless you're wanting to change it around a lot, it's set up pretty much for life, or unless something gets damaged. Teaches you the mechanics of pulling the card out, which at the end of the day, you should know what this is if you've seen the video. And it works. It works pretty well as intended. He does have some tips for making this kind of a little bit better, less crowded with your credit cards in there, because it's going to look weird if you just have this on the back of your phone and you don't have credit cards or ID or something inside of it. I will say that with mine, I've had some issues with this showing back up at unexpected times. So I do have to be a little bit more cautious. A lot of times you see the video when he goes to pull the card out, he pulls it out quickly, and that's it. If I pull mine out quickly, this card stays and will come back into view. So a lot of it is when I pull it out, I'm tipping it more towards myself and making sure that it's settled. Now on Facebook, there are some people who have gone through and said, hey, attach the magnets. That's going to resolve that issue, because they're having the same issue. And for me, it's not a deal breaker. Another thing to note, this is good quality leather. But another thing to note is you do have to know how to do a Mercury card fold. He does teach you how to do a Mercury card fold. Mine's always been garbage. And that's just because I've never put a ton of time, so I don't get it very perfect. But just like anything, as long as it's good enough, most people aren't going to notice. It's the pulling the card out and having that card, and then them seeing this empty and their signed card in your hand, which is where the powerful magic is going to happen. So there's that part of it. My only complaint is something that we can't, other than the card doesn't save it, that's not really a complaint. My only complaint is something that cannot be worked around, and it is a personal thing to me, is I have big hands. I have big fingers. So the action of going in here and getting my finger waves in there to pull the card out is a little rough. I also have dry hands, so I do have to either lick my finger or have some sort quick on hand, or have just put some working hands on my hands to be able to make the whole thing work, because otherwise, I can't pull this card out. And again, I don't think that's the fault of the wallet, unless I just need to work it in more. Maybe that'll get easier if I work it in more. That's the fault of the person, which is me, having large hands, and it's something I can't control. But with all of that said, I'm going to try to make this quick. I would, for $70, it is a little bit pricey, and I wish you got at least 2 of these stickers. Because again, for the $70, you're paying most of that because it's a Quiver wallet. I wish you got 2 of the stickers. I'm actually upgrading phones here in the next month or so. So the sticker is now useless. But you can buy them on Amazon, and they're relatively cheap. So that's what I'm going to have to do if I want to continue using this product. But that's kind of, that's another weird complaint for me. For people who use iPhones, it's probably not an issue at all if you're already using a current iPhone, because all the MagSafe stuff is built into a lot of the product out there. But for Android users, you are going to have to, if you decide to switch phones, you are going to have to get another MagSafe sticker. But again, you can get those just on Amazon for a few bucks. So back to it. For $70, if you're looking for something useful, I still carry a wallet, which I'm still using the Orphic Plus. I just put a few extra cards in there that I don't need, so I don't always have to have this on me. But if you're looking for a very minimalist wallet, or if you already use a MagSafe wallet on your phone and you're a magician, I would say 100% buy it. if you're, I mean, you can have this disengage where it's not showing if you don't want to have it showing all the time. You can put a variety of different things in this window and pull it out for switches. So it's going to work for, you know, card magicians. It's going to work for mentalists, for billet switches. If you're someone casual who maybe doesn't, you know, maybe if you're, I won't say casual. If you're someone who doesn't really perform on a regular basis, or you don't do anything with a Mercury card fold, and you haven't, and you're on the fence, I would say maybe get a few more, or some more insights from people. I have performed it a few times. Again, I'm not good at Mercury card folds. I'm not a fan of Mercury card folds, and that's again me. But the power that you can get from this for $70 is pretty cool. But I would say if you're kind of on the fence and you're not sure and you're not comfortable with Mercury card folds, practice those first. Or even before you buy them, learn them if you don't know a Mercury card fold, and practice so you can get that card pretty consistently, not perfectly squared, but kind of squared, and then look into it. But overall quality, great quality. It's what you expect from a Quiver product. Patrick's teachings are great. You get quite a few performances, if I remember correctly. I want to say it's at least 5 different tricks or routines that he teaches. Which he could have just left it at the basic thing. It said it's up to your imagination on the rest of it. So he does give you a few different ideas. And, you know, it's a premium item. So if you're in the market, like I said, I would check it out. Definitely get other people's opinions. If you know someone in person who has one of these, ask to see it. That's always my advice when you're buying magic is just, if you have friends that use a product that you're looking into, ask them if you can see it. Because that's going to be your best tell if it's something that you're going to want. You're not going to turn around and make this. I mean, I guess you could if you're a leather worker, you're good at fabricating things. But this is something that getting hands-on and kind of playing with it. And if any of my friends were to come up to me and say, you know, my magicians were like, hey, Corey, do you have the MagSwitch? And obviously, yeah. I was like, oh, can I check it out? Because I'm thinking about getting one. I'd be absolutely, here you go. Because I think it's that important for people to get hands-on if they're on the fence on items like this. So get other people's opinions. Check it out in person if you can. And but for me, it kind of teeters on a buy or not buy. I would say for most people, this is probably a buy. If you're an iPhone user, highly a buy, especially if you're a minimalist wallet user and you already use something like this or the MagSafe wallet on your phone that Apple introduced. Switch to this, 100%. Switch over to this. So I mean, I give it like a 4.5 out of 5 stars. So that's the MagSwitch wallet by Patrick Kuhn. I'm sorry, Patrick, I'm destroying your name. And you can buy this directly on his website. Always, if you can, buy direct from the creators. It benefits them so much more than buying from a magic website. So you can go to Patrick's website. It's just patrickhunt.com. And you can search for it in his store. But thanks for checking out this video, and we'll catch you on the next go around.